Hello. Okay, so 2C is an extension of what we just did in 2B, but now we're interpreting and describing frequency tables and bar charts. So I guess there's one step that is creating a frequency table or creating a bar chart, but you also need to be able to interpret it. So it's not just a matter of drawing something, but you need to know what it's actually telling you. And that's what 2C is all about. So constructing a frequency table or a bar chart is not an end in itself. It is merely a means to an end. So the end is being able to understand something about the variables you are investigating that you didn't know before. So in order to provide meaning to your data, you will need to communicate this finding to others. To do this, you will need to know how to describe and interpret any patterns you observe in a systematic and concise manner. Okay, so some guidelines for describing the distribution of categorical variables and communicating your findings. So first of all, briefly summarize the context in which the data we're collecting, including the manner of people or things involved in the study. So the example we're going to look at in a second is the same as the previous section with the 30 children and what they wanted for lunch, sandwich, salad, or a pie. Okay, so that's the context. Okay, so 30 children and what they want for lunch. If there is a clear modal category, make sure that is mentioned. So remember, from the previous section, we realized that the modal category was pie. It was the most frequent. Number 3, include relevant counts or percentages in the report. Okay, so you just don't say that pie was the most frequently occurring. You would say it was the most frequently occurring with a frequency of 13, or you could give the percentage if you wanted to. If there are a lot of categories, it is not necessary to mention every category. So obviously if, let's say this was extended to McDonald's and where you've got all different burgers and what else do they have? Nuggets, stuff like that. There would be heaps of categories. So it's not necessary to perhaps mention every single one, probably just refer to the most frequent, the modal category, and maybe even the least frequent to say what was the most popular and what is the least popular. Either counts or percentages can be used to describe the distribution. So let's have a look at example number 3. So we're using the same example as before. I won't read through it because we've done that, but you can see down the bottom the report. Okay, so it's following those key criteria that were in the box above. So a group of 30 children were offered a choice of a sandwich, a salad, or a pie for lunch. The most popular lunch choice was pie, chosen by 13 of the children. 10 of the children chose a salad, and the least popular option was sandwich, chosen by only 7 of the children. Okay, so basically that report is just summarizing what this frequency table tells us. Okay, in example 4, we're kind of doing the same thing, but this time we've got a frequency table and we've also got a bar chart. So let's have a look at the context of this problem. So a sample of 200 people were asked to comment on the statement, astrology has scientific truth, by selecting one of the options. Difficultly true. Definitely true, probably not true, definitely not true, or don't know. So the data are summarized in the following frequency table and bar chart. Note that the categories in the frequency table can be ordered in a definite order because the data are ordinal. So remember, the difference between ordinal and nominal is that ordinal data can be put into order, into an order. Okay, so if we just go back to this example, this is nominal, okay, because we can't put sandwich, salad, pie in order. Okay, they're just categories, they're just names basically. Whereas example 4, it's in an order, definitely true, probably not true, definitely not true, and don't know. Okay, so we're able to order those choices, so therefore it's ordinal data. Okay, so you can see here the number has been done and also the percentage. You can see the modal category by the most popular, so you can either look at the number or the percentage, or you can also look at the bar chart. So here is a nice bar chart and it's got the percent on the side, not the number. Okay, and you can see probably not true is your modal category. So your solution or the report reads as 200 people were asked to respond to the statement, astrology has scientific truth. So there's our context. The majority of respondents did not agree, with 37.5% responding that they believed that this statement was probably not true. So looking at the modal, okay, so the majority of respondents is another way of saying the modal category. And another 25.5% declaring that the statement was definitely not true. Okay, so we're looking at both this column here and this one here. Over 1/4, so 27% of the respondents thought that the statement was probably true, while only 4.5% of subjects thought that the statement was definitely true. So just going through and talking about the other categories as well. Okay, I think that is it for 2C. Let's just see. Okay, so make sure that in 2C you can interpret a frequency table and a bar chart. So you're looking at, first of all, the context of the problem. You're reporting on the context. You're looking at the modal category. So for this one here, probably not true. You can see in the report, it didn't refer to the modal, didn't use the words modal category, but did say the majority of respondents, which is the same thing. Okay, and then it went on to explain the other categories as well. So a good example of how to report both a frequency table and a bar chart. Okay, bye.